Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into history, way back to ancient Egypt, to uncover a story that might sound surprisingly modern, the very first recorded workers' strike in history. Forget what you might think about pyramids and pharaohs for a moment. This is a tale of ordinary people standing up for their rights. The year is approximately 1152 BCE, during the reign of Pharaoh Ramesses III. The setting is Deir el-Medina, a special village on the west bank of the Nile, near the Valley of the Kings. This wasn't just any village. It was home to the highly skilled artisans and craftsmen who built and decorated the royal tombs. These were the best of the best. The elite workers responsible for ensuring the pharaoh's eternal afterlife would be magnificent. Because of their crucial role, they were usually well paid and well cared for, receiving regular rations of grain, fish, vegetables, and beer, which served as their wages. But something went wrong. For some reason, the state bureaucracy, which was responsible for delivering these rations, started failing. The payments became severely delayed. 1 month passed, then another. The workers and their families were going hungry. They approached their local officials, pleading for their promised food. They were met with empty promises and excuses. The situation grew desperate. These skilled craftsmen, who spent their days creating eternal paradise for the dead, were living in near starvation. So they decided to do something unprecedented. They put down their tools. They walked off the job. Led by a scribe named Amenecht, the workers marched from their village towards the mortuary temples of the pharaohs, including the grand temple of Ramesses III himself. This was a bold and incredibly risky move. They were, in essence, protesting directly against the divine state. They sat down at the temple gates and refused to move, shouting, "We are hungry!" This was their picket line. The local officials were panicked. They tried to placate the workers with pastries, but the craftsmen weren't fooled. They wanted their full overdue wages, not a temporary snack. The strike continued for several days. The scribes meticulously recorded the events on a piece of papyrus, now known as the Turin Strike Papyrus, which is how we know so much about this incredible event. The papyrus details the workers' complaints and the officials' increasingly desperate attempts to solve the problem. Eventually, the pressure worked. The authorities, likely fearing wider unrest and the anger of the pharaoh, managed to secure some of the overdue grain and deliver it to the workers. The first strike was a success, but it wasn't a permanent fix. Records show that similar labor disputes and strikes happened again in the following years, indicating a period of economic instability in the kingdom. What makes this story so powerful is that it shows us that the struggle for fair pay and decent working conditions is a timeless human endeavor. Over 3,000 years ago, ordinary people, armed with nothing but their collective will and a sense of justice, stood up to the most powerful institution on earth and won. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of solidarity. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of history as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the past. See you next time.